I'm having a bad day, but I'm okay. It's actually really hard to talk. I hate dealing with these emotions that are just so up and down. It's actually really, really annoying. So I thought I might chuck on the camera because, you know, you guys have seen me like be really high and really happy for the last like couple of vlogs and all that sort of stuff, and I'm actually not feeling great today. I'm not feeling great right now, and yeah, I'm actually not struggling, I just don't feel 100% in the head at the minute. I'm not really sure why I feel like it. I don't know. The whole week I was just really, really happy. I was like high on life and all that sort of stuff. And then this morning I've just kind of like hit a little bit of a wall today. I am just feeling this way today. And this is a classic example it's a classic example of what anxiety and depression does to you. You can have a few good days and then you can have a bit of a low day. And I think I was like really relaxed and I was really happy throughout the week. And I think just because today I don't have anything planned and stuff, my body is just catching up, which it sounds ridiculous. It's like, girl, you've just been away for a weekend, you've just had a really good week, and what now? You come down to like a bit of a low. So yeah, and like that's exactly how we feel about it. Like when people have anxiety and depression, we're just like, what the hell is wrong with us? So I thought I might turn this on and maybe just talk about like what I'm feeling. At the moment, I'm very, very short-tempered. I'm very like quick to just jump onto things. I'm feeling really tired. I feel very like I just don't want to do anything. Like I don't know what I want to do. I'm not necessarily bored. I just don't know what to do. And then when I think about doing something, I'm like, ugh. Like I don't really know. I've tried to G myself up to just put on the camera, but I'm like, you know what, Jess, this is what you also need to see. Like I need to document how I'm feeling and what I'm doing and all that sort of stuff for me to actually grow from it. Another thing that I feel is I just can't really make up my mind. I am thinking about a lot at the moment. I do have a bit on my mind of things that have happened. You know, I have involved you guys in my life and whatnot, so financially things are like good, but they're also like bad and tight and really, really hard. And at the moment we're feeling good, but to get to the point where, you know, you got to be on top of everything, you got to take control of things and all that sort of stuff. I've just always been I've always just been that person that just controls things. It's actually really hard to talk. I just don't even want to talk. It just becomes such a struggle. And I hate dealing with these emotions that are just so up and down. It's actually really, really annoying. I've got Ryan out, like just riding his bike. He's just like having some time out for himself and stuff, so, which is really good, and I'm really happy that he's getting out and stuff. And he actually invited me to come out and stuff like that, and I couldn't even deal with the noise. But it actually would have been really nice just to spend some time with him doing something that he likes to do. But I can't actually physically get myself there. But anyway, so like obviously Ryan and I, we actually used to live together. We used to live on my auntie's property, and like we're only paying like, you know, very minimum. And then we lived out of home for about, like properly out of home with like proper rent, like groceries, utilities, all that sort of stuff, 8 months before we moved interstate. Obviously, like the changes in from like living with like your family to living on your own, then all of a sudden like you're really like on your own. Like, yeah, that's a struggle. Obviously took the leap to move interstate, And moving into state is fine, that's okay, but it obviously costs a fair bit to do that. Within the first year that we have been here, we also decided to have our wedding like a year pretty much apart. We did it so close because one, I wanted something to just put my mind to so that I can work and concentrate and put my focus onto something, because obviously one of my keys is to put your focus into an area. So that was one thing that I did. And we obviously wanted to just like, you know, move into state for like a year, and then we have our wedding and we're like with everybody, and it was like a really nice time. And that was a really nice time, I admit 100%. Obviously our wedding cost a fair bit. You know, that was a lot, and obviously because we didn't really have very many people here, I didn't even have friends at the time. I was doing that all on my own. And like, you know, it's not an issue, it just, I'm quite indecisive, and it was very hard to not have my closest girlfriends that, you know, I had always dreamt of, like, you know, doing it with and all that sort of stuff. Just wasn't there. I didn't have that support there. And Ryan, he was just kind of like, he's very like, you know, whatever you want, that's it. Like, I needed someone to like really help me and guide me, and I didn't have that, so I was like my own worst enemy and just like kept going at it myself. But financially, obviously we had to come up with that sort of money in such a short amount of time. Then we fell behind like with a lot of like financial bills and all that sort of stuff. And you know, we were actually really good. Like finance was nothing. That was not an issue for us for a while. And then we did our obviously did our wedding, and I was going through a lot of my anxiety and depression and stuff like that, and I think I lost a lot of control over our budget and stuff like that. I didn't really care about bills. We just like kind of paid our rent, paid like whatever was right in front of us and things like that. This year was supposed to be like about us and supposed to be like getting on top of everything, financially, mentally, everything. We've also got an overseas wedding to go to. It's putting a little bit of pressure on us that we don't particularly need, but you know, we want to make it work and we obviously want to be there. But that's like not an issue. I'm just trying to get on top of everything, and I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to put everything in place, and it's just draining me because I am the one that kind of puts everything two and two, and it's actual like, it's, yeah, I don't know. It's something that I have to sit down and work out, all that sort of stuff, on top of like our actual budget now. As I'm not having a whinge, I'm just letting you guys know the positions. It's just a constant grind, and like, you know, that's okay. Like I love the pressures of just the grind and stuff like that, and motivation. It motivates me. Like that's the thing, like you should do is just work. You should just work with things that put you under pressure, not against them, because yeah, you're just gonna find yourself battling with yourself and things like that. You should use it. Like life is all about, you know, finding the challenges and working with it and going for it and seeing yourself through it. There's supposed to be, yeah, we did it moments, you know, like, and we really root for that. Like, hey, stop. Butters. This is what I mean, like, are you over it? So yeah, so I just thought I would chat to you guys while I'm in a bit of a low mood. At least I know that if we get everything in line, I get the plan together, we stick to it, we end up at Fiji, we have the time of our lives, I know it's going to be all worth it. And I am excited for that. I'm excited to go to Ryan and be like, we did it. We got through the mess and we are here, like in Fiji. And then when I do my vlog for Fiji, I'll be like, guys, we are here. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking right now. I just wanted to give you guys a behind like the real Jess. I wanted to give you guys the real Jess. I'm having a bad day, but I'm okay, and I just need to put my head on straight, move forward, and keep going. And that's what you guys are going to remember as well. Like at the start of this vlog, I was going to be crying, but now I think getting it off my chest has really helped me. So thanks, guys. And thanks to myself for documenting this sort of stuff, because I think that's really quite important, and part of Jess's journey is that.